I welcome you to the land of eternal night.
And better known as marriage. Stick around because things are not going well on the home front. You married guys out there, you know this drill all too well. You get your cup of coffee, you sit down in the morning, log onto the computer, think you're going to get some things accomplished, and the wife says, "Honey, So this morning, she points out that she didn't like the way the grout on the bathtub in the main bath was starting to look a little moldy, maybe mildewy. So she asked me to clean it. And, well, one thing led to another. I started out with a soft brush, then I graduated to a wire brush. Then I took a degrouting tool to try to get just the surface cleaned up. Well, the more I got into it, the more grout I was having to remove. And finally, I had removed so much of the grout, and the bottom row of tiles just fell off the wall. These condos were built around 1978, and back then, there wasn't any such thing as backer board or cement board. And in this case, they should have been using green board, but I'm not convinced this isn't just plain old ordinary sheetrock. Anyway, one thing led to another, and I had to rebuild the sheetrock, and I used a product called Acrylic Pro as an overlayment on the sheetrock. I let it dry, then reset the tiles, and I nearly had to regrout the entire wall before it was done. What I thought would be about a 1-hour job turned into nearly 3 days of work. And some subscribers have been asking me, when are you going to post another video? I have no correct answer for that, because when I get ahead on these honeydews, other happens.
The shadows hunger for a new soul, and they will not be denied.
I was just about to walk out the door, and Terry says, "You have your sample?" Yeah. And it's a Filipino thing, trust me. This is my sample. When I was in the Philippines shopping for shocks, I'd go to a place that said they'd put shocks on, and he asked me for a sample. I'm like, "Well, a sample of what?" He goes, "A shock sample." That's it's the ones on the car. I just want them replaced. But they refer to everything as a sample. This is the sample part. I'm working on this door lock right here. When I hit the remote, that door would unlock. The driver's door would unlock, but this one wouldn't. I could hear the actuator in here actually making noise. So what I suspected, knock myself out. So what I suspected was that the linking rod, I didn't know what it looked like, but I just suspected that. Yeah, I got it all torn apart. This rod here goes to this actuator. This actuator pushes that rod up and down this way, and it's attached to this rod, which is actually the door thing. So when this is actuated, this pushes this, and this is this. This ties both of them two rods together. It's almost like a cable wire. I don't know what you call it. It's a sample. It's a sample. So now I'm off to, I don't know where I'm going, but this island, I should be able to find something. Alright, my first attempt is going to be here. This used to be an O'Reilly Auto Parts, now it's Hawthorne. But I'm going to check them out. Let's head back to the post counter. Yeah, that was pretty much a no-go. So now Other option is go to a car dealer, Ford, or Napa, or an electrician shop. Electrician, they got stuff that, you know, clamp 2 wires together, I'm sure. Maybe I'll do that. All right, I'm here at a place called Utopia. How appropriate. It's an electrical E-Star. That's electrical bolts and stuff, so I'm gonna try them. Okay, E-Star had a solution. It's a clamp that clamps 2 wires together. The size of the clamp is like this big. It won't even fit inside my door, so I need to find something small. But one thing I've noticed, I've been to 3 different places now, and not one person has suggested that I go to a wrecker service or a junkyard. Every frickin' door in a junkyard probably got one in it. But that'll be my last resort, because I don't want to be tearing apart cars with snakes and spiders, and no thanks. So I'm gonna hit up all the part stores first, and my junkyard will be my last resort. Okay, now I'm at Lee's Auto, and this is their auto body people. Man, they do good work. We had, when this car here was damaged during Typhoon Mawar, insurance picked up the tab, and we brought it here to Lee's, and the guy does excellent work. But he just told me, go to Home Depot. They got them at Home Depot. I was like, okay, sounds easy enough, so that's where I'm gonna head. But first I'm gonna try Napa, since I'm on this side of town. Next stop is Napa, and if Napa don't have it, then I'm going to Home Depot, and if Home Depot don't have it, I guess I'm gonna go to the junkyard and start digging around through snakes and spiders. Well, won't be the first time. You would think with all the junk cars on Guam, just everywhere, and there's a lot of them, you'd think I'd just happen across an old Ford Ranger. But no, that's not my luck. I don't see no Ford Rangers. There's one right there, but that's not a Ford Ranger. I'm sure there's one parked somewhere. And I could order it. I'm sure I could order it through Ford or Rock Auto, but it's going to take weeks to get here, and I want to get this thing fixed today, because I got other things to do, like gotta go to the beach. I stopped in at this auto body shop owned by a Korean guy, probably his mid to late 60s, I would guess. And you'd think an auto body shop would have all kinds of shit laying around, right? Just damaged door parts and extra this and extra that. He wouldn't even talk to me. He's just the rudest mofo I've met on this island since I've been here. But that's typical of the Koreans. Koreans are generally rude people. That's the society they grew up in, and they come here and they're still rude. Not all of them, but you know them when you see them or when you meet them. They're just rude. Not like Filipinos or Chamorros or even Taiwanese, Japanese. Koreans are rude. End of rant. All right, I'm here in Napa. This is my last and best shot at finding it at a parts house. And if it's not here, go to the junkyard. Well, that's a no-go on Napa. Well, I'm here at Home Depot. This will be my last resort before the junkyard. Well, looks like Home Depot almost struck out, and then I happened across these there's 2 of them. I only need 1, but it's for attaching, for looping a cable, or creating a looped end with a cable. But if I can fit them 2 rods through them 2 holes and clamp it down, it's a $6.50 gamble, but we'll see what happens. And I got the door linkage and all that reconnected. and that's working. But now there's a short. I think there's a short inside this door. I couldn't find it, but the battery's dead. So now I gotta charge the battery. I know it's a drain on the battery because I just put this battery in here a little over a year ago. So I know it's a good battery, just something's draining it. Charger on. That makes a difference. A little bit. Well, maybe not. See, just as I explained, when I get started on a project, it always leads to other things. And in this case, a $6 fixed job turned into a $175 battery job. And with all these other honeydews and fix-it jobs, it cuts into my video making time. And faking injury to avoid all the honeydews.
I thought you were gonna cut the grass this morning.
Oh, no, my elbow's not feeling good today.
Are you gonna help this boy to put the fence up this morning or sometime today?
Nah, I think my back's a little sore. I think maybe tomorrow.
Han, can you change the light bulb in the kitchen?
I don't know if I can climb the ladder. I mean, he's kind of feeling a little bit stiff today. Maybe tomorrow.
Han,
What?
can you do me a favor?
I'm kind of busy right now. Maybe tomorrow. Hon, what are you looking at?
Whole bunch of college boys walking toward to the beach.
Well, after 40 years, that lifeline has been totally used up. I just have to look at things differently these days. I can always work on a video later or sneak off to the beach tomorrow. But today, I'm going bowling. Because next month we'll be back home at Samar, and I have a feeling that honeydew list has been fermenting for a while. And there's no bowling there.
Ah, I see you've wandered too far this time. The darkness knows your name now. It is waiting for you.